Now to the stock market plunge as President Trump ramps up his tariff threats. The S&P 500 is now down more than 10% from its record high set less than a month ago. Our chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce has the latest. Good morning, Mary.
Hey, Rebecca, good morning. Well, the president insists the U.S. will ultimately benefit from these tariffs, but Wall Street is clearly not convinced as we are seeing new signs this morning that Trump's trade war is taking a real toll on the American economy. This morning, new alarm bells on Wall Street as the president's trade war escalates. The Dow plunging more than 500 points, and for the first time in 2 years, the S&P 500 going into correction territory, down 10% from its high last month. A benchmark that speaks to investor anxiety over Trump's tit-for-tat tariffs. Still, the president says he's not backing down.
We've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore. No, I'm not going to bend at all.
In fact, he's vowing to go even further, threatening a 200% tariff on all wine, champagne, and alcohol coming out of France and the European Union, saying it's in response to 50% tariffs on U.S. whiskey that the EU announced in retaliation to Trump's tariffs in the first place. The president insists his new move will be great for the wine and champagne businesses in the U.S., but the French trade minister says Trump is escalating a trade war of his own making and is vowing to retaliate, warning we will not give in to threats and will always protect our sectors. In Louisville, Kentucky, distillery owner Victor Yarbrough is having to rethink his business strategy.
Maybe we need to hold off until the whole tariff thing kind of calms down a bit, and let's pivot to another country, or let's double down domestically.
Economists warn American businesses will foot the bill for Trump's tariffs and pass the costs along to consumers by raising prices. Trump acknowledges American consumers may take a hit, but says other countries like Canada, Mexico, and our European allies need us more than we need them.
Now, there'll be a little disruption, but it won't be very long. But they need us. We really don't need them.
Canadian leaders say that's not the case.
We're your largest customer. There's no one that buys more products off the United States than we do. You're going to be paying a lot more for everything right across the board because you can't get aluminum anywhere else.
In the Oval Office, I pressed the president. But many American small business owners say they are concerned that these tariffs are going to hurt them. What's your message to them?
They're going to be so much richer than they are right now. And we have many. Yesterday, General Motors was in. They want to invest $60 billion. The people from Facebook were in yesterday. They're going to invest $60 billion by the end of the year. Other people are talking about numbers. Apple, as you know, a few days ago announced $500 billion investment. They're going to build their plants in the United States, which, as you know, almost all of their plants are in China. Now they're building in the United States.
But it could take years for these big companies to build new facilities and train workers. And recent polling shows that a majority of Americans disapprove of how the president is handling these tariffs with our largest trading partners. 58% disapproving of how he's handling trade with Canada, 56% disapproving of his trade with Mexico, and overall 54% disapprove of how President Trump is handling the economy, with 41% approving. George.
Okay, Mary, thanks very much.